As the opposite theme of this government, that I expect that I'm standing here is not just explaining. I expect that I can convince all people here that mandatory military peace could be the worst decision that our government ever did. Why is that? You say that government, we should make a military military because we have much people. We have about 12. It's totally wrong. It could be the reason why we is not confidence for this decision. Do you know that to focus in mandatory military service, we need a lot of costs. We need so much money to pay for our people to do this. And according to the data of CNN, we have a debt with US about 4,000 trillion rupiah. And are we going to ask for the debt again to United States? I don't think so. So I think that to make this decision, we still to think again. Why is that? Because we need a lot of money to do this. And you said that with this decision we can help Freeport. I don't think that there is a relation between mandatory military service and Freeport. So I'm saying this that military service is about preparation of our people. And the other reason why mandatory military service is the worst decision ever is because not everyone fit in there. I can say that in Indonesia, it's not everyone want to do military service. What about the people that they have about mental disorder? Of course, they cannot join this mandatory military service because their mental is still weak. And when they join this, of course, they will afraid. They will living in fear. And another thing that I would like to say why mandatory military service is a worst decision that we can ever make is because in mandatory military service says that we still have to do all things that to make sure that our people is better. In Korea has mandatory military service. It's good for them because they have only few people. They can afford for all of them. But in Indonesia, there are so many people, and we can afford all of them to do mandatory military service. So I'm saying again that mandatory military service is not a good decision for us to make. And the other decision that why mandatory military service is not good is because that except not everyone is fit in it. Everyone in Indonesia, not just mental disorder. In each people in Indonesia, they have different kind of power. Maybe they have intelligence, and maybe they are good in culture. So I think saying that military service is good is wrong because every person in Indonesia have a different kind of power to serve their country. So I think that we should think again. Is it a really good decision for us to make mandatory military service? Yeah. The other thing that I can say is, except doing this mandatory military service, we should make our education better besides making this. Because what really make Indonesian fall behind the other country is education. Our education is still behind than another country. So I think what is good for us to make a decision is to make our education better, not doing this mandatory military service. It's just wasting our money to do something is not truly necessary. Because we all know it that nowadays world is in peace and we are not necessary to having war with each other. I think that's all that I can explain. Thank you. Very good.
Yeah? Okay.
You still have one minute.
Okay, 1 minute. Okay, the other thing is why mandatory military service is hard for us to do is because in Indonesia we have different kind of person. Which person, and we have to ask them first. Do they really want to do this? If they don't want to do this, then we don't have to do this. Why? Because we are a democratic country. We have to ask our people first. Do they want to do this mandatory military service? If we keep forcing them to do this, even though they don't want it, then we are the same as another country that haven't proceeded. We are the democratic country, so we have to ask our people first. Is they want to do this mandatory military service? If they don't want it, then don't using mandatory here, because mandatory is like a dictatorship, I think. Okay, thank you. That's all I can say.
Okay, thanks. And then the second speaker from government.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Salam.
I'm as the second speaker of government team. My argument about this motion that every citizen in Indonesia is required to commit mandatory military service. And I analyze what is that. If this program is doing in Indonesia, you say that it wasting money, right? I don't agree because it's not wasting money because this program gives a lot of advantage, a lot of good effect for Indonesian, for our country. Let's say in South Korea, they have already doing this program, and it gives a lot of advantage that it's a trade or a war, and it's an anticipation. And you also say that it needs a lot of budget, but we have a lot of time to prepare this program. That and if this program thanks and if government wants to doing this program like military, it must have a socialization for the citizen, so the citizen might will push or another negative thing, but the citizen will know from the socialization